Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Black Sean Groove from Street Culture Entertainment, Street Culture TV. Before I start this video, I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe. Also, hit the notification button. And I also need y'all to leave a comment. Now, check this out. I seen a video today that bothered me, man, earlier today with a woman. And it bothered me because if it was a man who did this or said this, he would have so much backlash. Okay, this is what I seen. There was an older, attractive woman, maybe in her late 40s, and she made a video, and she was basically saying that while she was raising her son, throughout her son's whole life, he had a friend, and she watched this friend grow up. She said the little boy was so nice and so courteous his whole life that she watched him grow up. He would come take out her trash. He would come cut her yard. He'd come over there and kick it with her son or whatever. So she says when they got older, she took them to the prom. And she say she watched the little boy dance with somebody. And she said he was so handsome that she had to walk up to him and tell him, "Baby, you are so cute. When you turn 25, you need to holler at me." So she was like, the day before she made the video, the little boy came, knocked on her door and was like, "Hey, you remember what you told me 10 years ago? Well, I turn 25 tomorrow." And she told him, "You know what? I'm a woman of my word. You come back tomorrow on your birthday and I have birthday cake for you ready and everything and whatever else you want." And it made me think, when this happened the other way around with Marcus Houston of Immature / IMX, people swore that he groomed this little girl until she was 18 because he knew her before she was 18. He knew her since she was like 14 or 15. And when she turned 18, he married her. And people gave him so much backlash. But it's like no woman gets backlash for when they say that, just like that woman did right there. There were so many women in the comments saying, "You go, girl. Black don't crack. You still got it." But if there were a man to do that shit, they would have called them all kind of child molesters, all kind of pedophiles, all kind of predators. So my question is, what I'm wondering is, why the fuck isn't this woman called a predator? Why isn't she a pedophile? Why isn't she a sex offender or manipulator? Because she put something in a young man's head at the age of 15 years old and stuck with him through his adulthood. If there was a man who did that, it would be considered traumatization. They would have been like, "Oh, he's traumatizing that little girl. He's taking advantage of her." But when a woman does certain shit, it's overlooked. I'm going to put it like this here. The same way y'all tripped on Boosie for getting his son a lap dance, in the same way y'all need to trip on some of these older women who say they like younger men who are underage. I've seen so many stories of women telling stories about boys who looked good when they was young. I knew he looked good. I knew he was going to look good because when he was young, I used to look at him and I knew he was going to be fine. Ain't that a form of predator activity? Because if a man says that, like, "Man, I've been watching that girl since she was 13, you know what I'm saying? I knew she was going to be fine, woo, woo." People look at that man crazy, like, "Bro, you been looking at this little girl, you know what I'm saying? You been looking at this little girl this whole time since she was underage? Like, you been stalking this little girl?" But when a woman does it, it's like no problem. She gets a "you go girl" and all this shit here, man. I'm going to just put it straight up and simple like this here. It's wrong on both sides, man. It's wrong on both sides. And if you're going to get on the men for it, ladies, y'all need to get on the women for it. Because think about it, if it's your motherfucking son. I see a lot of you women say a lot of bullshit out here about what niggas supposed to do and all this shit here. But I guarantee you ain't telling your son to do that same shit. I guarantee you ain't telling your son when you first meet a woman, you supposed to buy her something and get her a 5-star meal. I bet you ain't telling your man, your son and shit. I bet you ain't telling your son, "Hey, whenever you find a girlfriend, you gotta pay 100% of everything." I bet y'all not doing that shit to them. So, so it's wrong on both sides, man. It's predatory behavior on both ends, man. Y'all need to chill out with this shit, man or woman. If you're looking at somebody underage, you a fucking pedophile and you a predator and you need to die. Fuck out my face.